In this video, we're going to talk about the challenge enemy Conqueror and the Odyssey Master Trophy, so that's the Platinum Trophy. So for challenge enemies specifically, I do a specific video on every single one of them, so you can see that to watch how I defeat them if you want to. Good tactics for the challenge enemies are basically, obviously you want people to be leveled up to the highest levels you can get them to, so level 70 makes it relatively more comfortable. If you've got equipment mixed at the camp, obviously when you've got Robin further on in the story, you can access the mixing ability for mixing the equipment and getting better equipment basically by just upgrading the stats. So you'll mix, an attack bracelet with whatever's a good thing, like Ace's hat or something like that. And then that'll increase the attack, and then you sometimes get bonuses which further increases the attack amount, so you'll increase your stats exponentially there by doing that on all your equipment. In terms of the actual moves to use, the bond moves are really useful, so if you use an ice bond move, which Frankie, Brooke and Nami have, that should do a freeze move, basically, which causes damage every turn to the enemy, and if it does freeze them, that basically takes off a massive chunk of their health. If they counter attack, it's going to take off damage. If they attack normally, it's going to take off damage, so it all stacks up. It all makes it incredibly easier than it could be. To be honest, in terms of most of the challenge fights, they weren't too bad. Doflamingo is probably the hardest, as is on the screen, just because he's got so many clones and they've all got massive amounts of health. But Luffy is pretty strong against these guys, luckily, so you can just blast away, which is always fun. If you get rid of the clones first, obviously you can just chip away at Doflamingo and it's not really much of a hassle. I would use Shabby Balls, the Trick Balls, because they will take away his attack power. But they're all pretty strong, to be fair. But do that on all of the challenge battles, because that'll just increase your survival chances exponentially. Have your healer Chopper in the party at all times. Make sure he's fully guilded up with defense. You don't need any attack on him, just fully stat him out with defense equipment, and that will allow you to just heal your full team every turn, because they won't die basically. Yeah, so they're pretty much some good tactics to take away. They might not be the best tactics, but they work for me, so they should work for you. Obviously you want to do group attacks to get rid of the enemies, the lesser enemies quicker, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know how many challenge battles there are, but you have to do each one twice. I think there's about 13, something like that. But they're not too bad, as long as you're a high level. And you've got decent equipment, you should be absolutely fine with it. Some of the battles obviously take longer than others, but if you get lucky with your ice move, that will make it a lot quicker. But yeah, if you're struggling with any particular fights, let me know in the comments. In terms of the Odyssey Master Trophy, so for the Platinum, this game's pretty easy for the Platinum, I would say. There's not much grinding involved. I'd say you're looking at around 40 to 50 hours. It's not too bad, to be honest. There's not loads of sub-stories, there's not loads of bounties and stuff. The bounties, there's 30 of them, so that's not too bad. If you do them at the end of the game, you pretty much just speed run through them. Obviously the side stories, there's quite a lot of them, but it's still not a colossal amount compared to certain other games, so it's very manageable for the Platinum. If you are struggling on any particular bits of the Platinum, please let me know, or the 100% or whatever it may be on your chosen device. Let me know and I'll try and help you out the best that I can. I'm not obviously the best with videos and stuff, as you've probably seen, but I try my best. I've not got much spare time on my hands with full-time work and all that, but yeah, it's a hobby and it keeps me going, so if you enjoy the videos, please do like and subscribe, it's very much appreciated, and comment if you wish. And yeah, we'll be back with more Yakuza I think it's Judgment that'll be out next in terms of games. So hopefully you're all looking forward to that. There will be some exciting moments in there with Puyo Puyo, which I won't go into, but I'm going to make a very angry video about that minigame. But yeah, overall, One Piece Odyssey, I think it was a good game. I think I didn't actually go through the story, mainly because I wanted to get it out quicker. But even not like watching the story, I still took time getting it out because I've not got that much spare time. So it is what it is. But yeah, good game, solid RPG. What would I like to see in the future maybe with it is, I don't know, like maybe go off on their own story rather than copying basically what they did. Is copy the actual story from the manga pretty much. I know they changed it with, going back in time, doing this and that slightly differently, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool in general. RPG pretty standard, difficulty wasn't too bad. Obviously there was a few difficulty spikes throughout the game, but nothing unmanageable. I think they've catered for their audience really well with that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Good platinum. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments. I know it's not for everyone, JRPGs, but yeah, it was alright. It was good. Looking forward to any other games coming up. Ishin's coming out soon, so that'll be fun. I say fun, it's going to be a grind, but looks like it's going to be like 140 hours of grind, so it'll be similar to Yakuza 5 Remastered for me. But yeah, looking forward to it. I've never played Ishin, so something new, something cool, and then I'll come back with probably Lost Judgment, depending on the gap between Ishin and Gaiden and whatever the other one is. Was it like 9 or something? Like a Dragon 9? I don't even know anymore. It's all gone to the wolves. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everyone that does, and yeah, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care. All the best. Peace.
発の聖なロッドスレッド。まだまだ。これで元気になるぞ。ありがとう。よし、行くか。三刀流奥義一大三千大戦績ぶちのめしてやるよ。行きます。三ランクよ。チャツインアイアンボクシング。ぶっ飛ばしてやる。ゴムゴムのイケオル高みレッドホーク三刀流奥義一大三千大戦績。誰か早く止血を。この世に治せない病気はないんだ。ああ負けられねえよな。行きます。三ランクよ。チャツインアイアンボクシング。ゴシート。こいつ強えな。ゴムゴムのイケオル高みレッドホーク。三刀流奥義一大三千大戦績。誰か早く止血を。 この世に治せない病気はないんだ。
あ
お
ドーンとこいよ。相手してやる。そこを動くなよ。パンチ。
よしヒート。
痛えよ。
ゴムゴムの
請け負う高み。
レッドホーク。全員ぶっ飛ばし。俺がキャプテンウソ。力を取り